grab your coffee, grab you a drink, grab you a snack. I got a lot I want to say in this video, and I don't want to do several different videos. So let's talk. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want to give a huge shout out to my old faithfuls. Thank you all for your support over the years. I really do appreciate it. I want to give a huge shout out to the newbies to the channel. Welcome. And I want to give a huge thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you for the additional support that you provide to me and my channel every month. If you've come across this video and are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you. First off, I want to know who took this picture. Who took this picture? Who is the photographer that took this picture? Because I want to applaud you. Why is that picture not viral? That picture should be mega viral, in my opinion. No, Caitlyn Jenner. You don't get to cry in interviews all over the internet and expect sympathy from those of us who tried to warn you.
Recently, I had my passport. I had to get it renewed. I sent it back. Comes back gender marker M. Screws everything up. So there's a form in there. If they made a mistake, you can correct it. So I fill out all the proper forms. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not calling the president. I got his personal cell number. I'm not calling anybody. I'm going to see if I can fix this myself. Because it's not just about me. It's about all people in this situation. So I even sent a hard copy of my birth certificate. Caitlyn Jenner, gender, sex, female. I did everything. And they sent it back M. They didn't change it at all. So now I'm in a position, Tommy, that what do I do?
Right.
This is a safety factor, okay? I can't travel internationally anymore, okay? I can't use my passport. I can use global entry. It says F. I can do this. I can travel in the United States. License, driver's license, pilot's license, everything, gender marker F. So it really creates a big problem. And I'm trying to figure out at this point what to do. I don't blame President Trump. I love him. But for a lot of people, this is a huge issue, And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have not talked to the president. I was in Mar-a-Lago 2 months ago, wrote a letter explaining all of this to him, how it's affecting me and a lot of other people. And unfortunately, he wasn't there that weekend. Actually, the Secret Service guy said he could get it to him, put it on his desk and stuff. I haven't heard from him. He's kind of busy right now.
If she doesn't blame President Trump, then why should we? Why should we, if she doesn't care to place the blame at the feet of the person that is responsible for this type of discrimination, why should we use our voices to uplift her issue? If she doesn't care, if she doesn't think that he's to blame, why should we blame him? I hope you never hear from him. Anywho, Donald Trump put this post out over on Truth Social yesterday. I didn't talk about it because I knew it was bullshit. I saw Harry Sisson do a video about it. I saw Adam Mockler do a video about it. And I saw Midas Touch do a video about it. They were going through a whole series of videos that Donald Trump had put out on Truth Social. And this was one of those posts. When they were going through the series of posts that Donald Trump had put out, I said, Donald Trump is full of shit. I'm not wasting my time. But now we got to talk about it because why? Here's the post that he put out. Iran has agreed to never close the Strait of Hormuz again. It will no longer be used as a weapon against the world. President Donald J. Trump. Here's what happened. By the end of the day yesterday, this was breaking news.
Okay, let's bring you that breaking news out of Iran this hour. And Tehran has closed the Strait of Hormuz again. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps says the strait has reverted to its previous state, meaning the waterway is again closed and under the control of Tehran. They say that is because of US, quote, piracy, as they put it, as Washington has continued to enforce its blockade of Iranian ships and ports. The strait had been declared open to commercial shipping on Friday by Iran, and some ships had already begun to transit.
They had started to open it up, but Donald Trump is not good at keeping up his end of the bargain. He's a liar. He's a con man. And Iran is recognizing that they are dealing with a liar and a con man. And mainstream news media is going to have to learn that they are going to have to take a step back and wait and see whenever Donald Trump puts out any type of post. So yesterday morning, it was reported that the strait was open. By yesterday evening, Iran said, bitch, fuck you. We're closing it down again. The end. We don't talk about RFK Jr. regularly because he doesn't sit in the spotlight regularly with his shenanigans. But he was testifying before Congress the other day, and this black congresswoman brought up a very important topic about RFK Jr. See, he doesn't sit in the center of all of the racism and white supremacy. He keeps his sort of on the down low and in the corners of the internet. But she caught him. Listen to this.
You said every black kid is now just standardly put on Adderall, SSRI, benzos, which are known to induce violence, and that those children are going to have to go somewhere to get reparented. There is a lot to unpack in that comment.
It sure is.
I know that you've already answered several of the questions I was going to ask, and so I'm just going to rephrase them. Mr. Secretary, you've already admitted that you are not board certified physician, and you've already admitted that you did not go to medical school. Have you ever reparented, or parented, I should say, a black child?
I don't even know what that phrase means, and I doubt
just
that
a yes
I
or
said
no
it.
answer.
I doubt that I said
say
that
it.
phrase. No,
Absolutely
I'm not
said
going to answer something that I didn't say.
You absolutely said it.
Oh, I'd like to hear the recording.
No problem, RFK Jr. The internet is forever. Here's the recording.
My Peace Corps program is going to be wellness farms, rehabilitation facilities that I'm going to start in rural areas all over the country, where people, any American, can go for free. Any of them who is dependent on drugs, either legal drugs or illegal drugs, psychiatric drugs, which every black kid is now just standard put on Adderall, SSRIs, benzos, which are known to induce violence. And those kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented, to live in a community where there'll be no cell phones, no screens. You'll actually have to talk to people.
That is some racist shit. He specifically says black kids who are on ADHD medication, Adderall, psychiatric drugs. He's building these camps out in the middle of nowhere. And those kids, black kids, are going to attend these camps and be reparented with other parents. That is some racist shit. And it takes you back to slavery and how they would separate the kids from the parents on plantations. That is some racist, cruel shit for RFK Jr. to say. I haven't talked about this story. I haven't brought a dedicated video, standalone video to talk about this story. Zora Mamdani's wife and her racist tweets that she put out there back when she was a teenager. I'm not even going to pull up the tweets. I've mentioned it in a couple of lives here and there, but yeah, and I told y'all that I had lost respect for Zora Mamdani because when those tweets first came out, him and his wife did not address it. They didn't address it at all. And I was thinking, how hard could it be for you and your wife to address those tweets by simply saying, the tweets were put out there years ago. I was young, I was dumb, but those tweets are today causing harm to the Black community. And for that, I am sorry. Since that time, I have grown, I have learned, and I commit to doing better by the Black community. Easy peasy. Every time you turn around, he's putting out some video about he's done this and he's done that, right? He's planning to do this. He's meeting with this. He's putting out some post every time you turn around about the things that he's doing. It could have been a 30-second video with him and his wife simply saying that. And they didn't do it. And because of that, I've lost respect for him. hmm Well, his wife finally came out and apologized. She apologized. She gave this magazine, let me show you the magazine. She did an interview with this journalist over at Hyperallergic magazine. I guess it's a magazine, but it was to talk about her art. So this isn't a political thing. It was to talk about her as an artist, married to Zora Mamdani, the politician. But the focal point is about her art. So no one would have ever seen this who is from the political side of Zora Mamdani and his wife. So let me read to you what she said in this interview. The interviewer asked her, becoming a public figure over the last year has changed your life drastically. Did it also change you as a person? And she responded by saying, this experience has absolutely changed my life. I am still figuring out how it applies to me as an artist and as a person, both thinking of the future and the past. It has forced me to confront how much I've changed even before this moment. When a tabloid recently published old tweets I wrote as a teenager, I felt a lot of shame being confronted with language I use that is so harmful to others. Being 15 doesn't excuse it. I've read and seen a lot of what others have had to say in response, and I understand the hurt I caused, and I am truly sorry. My focus isn't on being a public figure, but continuing my work with care and responsibility and allowing my art to speak for itself. Somebody let Zora Mamdani's wife know that whether she wants to be a public figure or not, she is a politician's wife. And so she is assigned the title of public figure because she is a politician's wife. Somebody let her know that. She's just not a person that's separate from her husband's politics, where she can just focus on the art. Hell, from what I understand, she was an activist. So, however she did her activism, She can't even do her activism the same way because she is now a politician's wife. Hell, Zora Mamdani can't even do his activism the same way because he is now a politician. He is a mayor. To me, the apology comes a little too late. The apology being buried in an interview with a news magazine that most Black people will not see. But she can forever say, I did apologize. Yeah. Okay. Y'all remember Paul Gosar? Paul Gosar is, I believe he's in the House. And I believe he's out in Arizona. I could be wrong about that. Y'all correct me down below. I believe he's out in Arizona. Or is it Georgia? Brain fog. Y'all correct me down below if need be, okay? But I do remember him when the insurrection happened, the attempted coup happened. He was one of the first to come out to try to spin the narrative on what happened on January 6th. He was one of those that came out and said it was a regular tourist day at the Capitol on January 6th. Y'all remember that? Let me show you what he looked like. This right here is Paul Gosar. Y'all remember him now? Mm-hmm. He was one of the first Republicans that came out to immediately spin the narrative on the insurrection, the coup, the takeover at the Capitol by saying that it was just a normal tourist day on January 6th. Well, Turning Point had some type of show because that's what it is at this point. They had some type of show, and Paul Gosar was one of the speakers. Let's listen to him, shall we?
On. They want to silence me. You, us. They want to replace us with strength, with our strengths to submission. They want us to erase everything we fought for. We can't let that happen because this country is at a crossroads. We've got a president who reminds me of Atlas. He carries this country on his back.
This man
Well,
is drunk.
the Democrats, yes. I thought it was pretty good, similarity. Well, the Democrats, the elites, the fake news, and the leftist political classes try to tear him down every single day. But he keeps standing. He keeps fighting. And so must we. Because we believe in something simple, something powerful. Like the words of a former president, John F. Kennedy. He once said, ask not what you can do for your country, or what your country do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Well, let me tell you, there's something you can do. You can build what we're calling tonight that red wall. Not all at once, not overnight, one brick at a time. One voter at a time, one conversation at a time, one neighborhood at a time, one campus on time, one community at a time. Brick by brick, build that wall, absolutely. And here's the truth that the other side doesn't want you to admit to. If our base shows up, we win, and we win big. And it's just that simple. If our people get out and our people vote, we win. No gimmicks, no excuses. Turnout equals victory. So I'm not just here to give a speech. I'm here to issue a challenge to every single one of you and to the people who are not here. Do not just cheer. Sticky papers. Don't just post. Don't just talk. Deliver votes. Bring 5 friends. Bring 10 neighbors. Bring your family. Well, mine I might not do. For those who don't know, I have 7 communists for sisters and brothers. But that makes me a professional, right? Bring your family, your co-workers, everyone. We just don't want to win seats. We want to change the direction of this country. We secure that border. We restore law and order. We defend freedom. We protect our values. And yes, we'll send a message when we're ready to elect my great friend, Andy Biggs, for new governor of Arizona.
Baby, that man is as drunk as a damn skunk. It has to be real hard to be a Republican because they're either popping pills or they're sniffing lines or they are drunk as damn skunks. Yeah, the evil shit that they do, they have to self-medicate themselves in order to do it. Paul Gosar, the reason why he said that what he said about his own family has disowned him and denounced him. His own family has done campaign ads against him, warning people about how much of a terrible human being he is. That's Paul Gosar. And I can't, is it Arizona or is it, somebody help me out down in the comments. Anywho, that's all I wanted to talk about this morning. I hope y'all enjoyed this long video. I know a lot of y'all be looking for me to do longer videos, so I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Before I head out, I want to give a thank you to Hasina M, Onesimus G, and Dion W. Thank you so much for your donations to me over on the Cash App. I really do appreciate it. And if you made it this far and are not subscribed to my channel, I welcome you to subscribe to the channel. All right? All right, y'all have a fantastic Saturday. I'm trying to decide. 1, I'm going to get my nails done. 2, do I want to come back home and lay out on my couch, or do I want to go to the movies to check out that new Mummy movie? Have y'all seen it? Yeah, y'all know I'm a horror movie lover, and that is definitely horror movie right there. Have y'all seen it? Put it down below.